are big concerns regarding Arsenal Football Club. Massive. 3 talking points that no one wants to talk about apart from me. So stay tuned to find out what it is. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. So Arsenal came off victorious yesterday. They beat Brentford 2-0. Now, it took a lucky goal at the end of it with Bukayo Saka coming off the bench and rescuing Mikel Arteta. But the talking points are huge. The talking points are so big, the season may come undone against Aston Villa this Saturday at Villa Park, the 12:30 kickoff. Declan Rice, Christian Mosquera came off injured. Martin Odegaard played the full game. That pissed me off. Bukayo Saka had to come on and score a goal. Arsenal are near perfect, yet Arsenal fans and the rest of the media world and the stupid so-called rivals are saying Arsenal are going to bottle it. When? Arsenal are near perfect so far in this Premier League season. And if you don't believe me, if you've got a calculator or if you're good at maths, what's 3 times 13? You're thinking, where am I going with this? I'll let that simmer in your head. I'll let that simmer. If you need to come off, then come back on, then do so. 3 times 13. Do that maths, and you start figuring out something. Because Arsenal right now are on autopilot. They didn't even get out of first gear yesterday. And they were just in cruise control. Okay, it took a magnificent save from David Raya to keep it at 1-0 to Arsenal. But the thing that pissed me off the most was Christian Mosquera coming off injured. Declan Rice coming off injured. Martin Odegaard playing the full 90 minutes. For what reason? Oh, and then Victor Gyökeres coming on as a chump minute because Declan Rice had to come off, and then Moreno, goal scorer, may I add, had to go back into midfield. What is Mikel Arteta and his coaching staff doing? Particularly Mikel Arteta with his stepson, Martin Odegaard. You had Christian. You had Ethan Nwaneri there on the bench yesterday. He should have started and then brought on Odegaard if you wanted to do some stupidness like this. Get minutes back in his legs, not the full 90. It's not needed. He contributed absolutely nothing yesterday, Martin Odegaard. He looked rusty as hell. Kept on coming deep for the ball. Kept on coming deep and then not even distributing the ball fast enough to keep the tempo flowing. Then when an Eze comes on, he goes on the left-hand side for Martinelli, who, funny enough, has come back from injury, but yet you want to take him off, but then put Martin Odegaard on for 90 minutes. With Declan Rice coming off, which looks like a calf strain, may I add, that could keep him out the game for Aston Villa. This is the point where I'm thinking, well, why didn't you rest Declan Rice for that game yesterday, put Moreno back in the midfield, then keep Victor Gyökeres on the pitch for 60 minutes at best? Martin Odegaard, 60 minutes at best. These are the things that Mikel Arteta keeps on getting wrong year after year after year. As much as, again, I'm kind of happy and excited for what Arsenal are doing this season. Like I said, 3 times 13 is what? Mikel Arteta, you need to look at yourself very quickly because the games are going to be coming up thick and fast, and yet you're moaning about it saying, we had a Champions League, then we had 3 days to get ready for this game, and then we only got 2 days to get ready for, the next game after that. That is why you have a squad of this size, a squad of this magnitude, a squad that is designed and put together to help you navigate games like this. Yes, there's players coming back from injury, I understand that. But one thing I cannot fault for Mikel Arteta, the 3 times 13 is 39 points. Arsenal are on 33 points. That means they've only dropped 6 points for being absolutely 100% in this league. They're 5 points clear of Manchester City. They're miles clear of Liverpool, miles clear of Chelsea, Man United, Newcastle, Tottenham. You name it, they're miles clear. It's only 5 points difference. But still, people in my family, my brother Shazan, my part-time friend Jonathan, my sister Creesh. We're all on the call yesterday. My brother comes out of his stupidness as usual by talking about Aston Villa, Aston Villa, Aston Villa. Oh my God, you know what's going to happen against Aston Villa? They're such a great team. Yeah, they came back and won 4-3 at the Amex against Brighton. But Aston Villa's Aston Villa this season. They may lie third in the Premier League right now. They may be making headways. Yeah, cool. Or was it fourth? Third or fourth? It's one of the two. That's cool. But I don't fear Aston Villa. Funny enough, I don't fear any team. I don't play the football, of course, but I don't fear any team that we play. The only thing I fear is Mikel Arteta not using or utilising the squad that's been assembled for him by Andrea Berta. That's the only thing I fear. The only thing I fear is that the players are not going to get enough minutes in their legs to get them up to speed. Okay, then why am I arguing about Martin Odegaard? Because he was useless yesterday. He wasn't great. Madueke was not great yesterday. His crosses were atrocious. The guy has pace to burn, but yet he's turning into a Martinelli where he doesn't run at players anymore. Martinelli was on the pitch yesterday, and for what he was doing, I have no clue. You tell me in the chat below, what did Martinelli do yesterday? What did Martin Odegaard do yesterday? What did Madueke do yesterday? What did these players actually offer? To me, they offered next to nothing. Things need to be better against Aston Villa. They need to be better against Wolves coming up. They need to be better going forward. Yes, you can have a slip-up game. I understand that. You can't be 100% perfect every game, even though Arsenal have only dropped 6 points yet this season. And yet, I keep on hearing stupid noise that it's going to falter. I keep on hearing stupid noise that Arsenal are going to bottle it because that's what the past tells us. The past tells us a lot of things, but it doesn't tell us the present. The past didn't tell us that Manchester City were going to be this great team that they are now. No. The past is the past. The future is what it is now. And Arsenal right now are damn near perfect. Yeah, I said it. They're damn near perfect. Why? Because the team is together. The team is strong. The team and players can keep on missing out, dropping out with injuries, and they just have a conveyor belt. Just goes round, next, on, next, on. But the scary thing is, we can't replace Declan Rice because there's no one else out there in the world that's like a Declan Rice. That's going to be a big miss against Aston Villa if he's not fit enough. Mosquera is going to be a big miss against Aston Villa. But Saliba could just come back in anyway and rock up. Cool. We can see there that Arsenal have versatility in the defensive line. Ben White, Timber, Hencapié, and Calafiore are all centre-backs by trade. They can just play in multiple positions, and that's just beautiful for Arsenal fans. But the midfield is where we become unstuck. Moreno, yes, he is great going up front. He's a great substitute, the false nine, the great header that he scored yesterday. But the one thing with Moreno, he can't stay on his feet. He gets touched, he goes down like a sack of potatoes, and that bugs the hell out of me. It really does. Zubimendi looked okay yesterday. Madueke was not impressed. Calafiore, this guy just pops up anywhere on the pitch. Ben White, he looked quite good. Bit leggy, but he done well for the full 90 minutes. Martinelli needed to do more, in my opinion. Martin Odegaard needs to fix the hell up quickly and stop prancing around the pitch. Get some shots off. Be faster with the transition. Be faster with crossfield balls. Be faster when you get the ball up from deep. And what annoyed me with the second goal, the winning goal for Bukayo Saka, if you watch it back, you will see Martin Odegaard tell Mikel Moreno, slow down, don't pass it, slow down. You imagine that's Martin Odegaard, the captain, the guy that's supposed to lead Arsenal to the promised land, telling the player, slow down. I was going mad when I saw that. But Moreno didn't listen. He put his head up. He put Saka through. Saka could have squared it to Gyökeres to tap in a nice return goal. But nope. The shot was parried up in the air by Carragher. Luckily, it had enough pace to go over the line. Luckily, it did. Because if Arsenal missed that, pretty much like the sitter that Moreno missed, the sitter that Saka missed, Both open goals. Both should have scored. Should have been at least a 3-4-0 victory. But no, we make things hard for ourselves because we're damn near perfect. That's what we do. That's what potential champions do. 33 points out of 39. You've got to say this right now here, people. Arsenal doing well. Bit of injury concerns, yes. Some players need to fix up, yes. Aston Villa at Villa Park on Saturday, 12:30 kickoff is going to be a tough one, yes. But Mikel Arteta needs to drum into these boys. You've got to be faster. You've got to be much more better. You've got to be better in your crosses, Madueke. I need you to go out there right now and hit 150 crosses into the box. First time, right foot, left foot. And you've got to fix up in your right foot, Madueke. You have to. Everyone wants to play on the opposite side of their foot, and yet are so weak when they come on the inside. They're trying to get the shot off. Everyone knows you're trying to get the shot off. They're not going to let you. So use your right foot, pretty much like Saka has now. I was cussing him 2-3 seasons ago because he wasn't using his right foot. And now his right foot is pretty strong. His right foot is deadly. His right foot is more accurate than anyone else in the team. And that's quite scary. But what else was bugging me yesterday? When there's time to take a shot about 20, 25 yards, no one wanted to do it. Then when we did, keeper made a parry. We should have done something on the follow-up. Anyway, that's enough of my rant and rave today. That's done. Off to Villa Park. Show's coming tomorrow. Like one of these shows that just popped up. Like, subscribe, turn on notification on so you don't miss a show every time we upload. I'm Ty Knight. I'm out of here. Hype the show up. Up the Gunners. 33 points out of 39. Boom! We are back and we are going for this title, baby. Have a great day.